Welcome back to Crev's Corner, guys. This is episode 5. I'm here with a recurring guest, Eric Wilson. Eric, explain yourself for the people who haven't seen an episode with you on it yet.
My name is Eric Wilson. I am the writer and founder of Course I Talk with Eric. I say I do it all. I have a blog. I have a YouTube. Just check me out. Course I Talk with Eric. We've had great conversations with Braden. He's a great basketball mind, and I think it's really great when we be able to get together and talk about basketball.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. I was going to say, I enjoy every conversation. If you guys haven't checked out Courtside Talk with Eric on YouTube or Twitter, check it out. I'll say there's a couple episodes of me and him, and then he also talks with other people about the NBA. Yeah, Eric's a good guy to talk to. We have very good conversations, and I'm just going to break into this episode that we're getting into. So today, we're going to break down the All-Star teams, and if me and Eric were the coaches for the All-Star teams, who we would draft. So we're each going to have our own rosters going up against each other. The All-Star reserves just got released. So I am going to list out all the names of the players right now. So for the starters, there is LeBron James from LA, Kevin Durant from Brooklyn, Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks, Bradley Beal from the Wizards, Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks, Joel Embiid from the 76ers, Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers, Steph Curry from the Warriors, and Kyrie Irving from the Nets. For the reserves, we have Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz, James Harden from the Brooklyn Nets, Zach LaVine, first-time All-Star from the Chicago Bulls, Damian Lillard from the Trailblazers, Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz, Chris Paul from the Phoenix Suns, first-time All-Star Julius Randle from the New York Knicks. We got Ben Simmons. We have first-time All-Star Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. His teammate also Jason Tatum. First-time All-Star Zion Williamson. And then we got Nikola Vucevic from the Orlando Magic. We got Paul George from the Clippers. And then we have Devin Booker, who is highly likely to replace Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis made the All-Star game from LA, but has a calf injury. So we're going to draft Devin Booker in the reserve. So how me and Eric are going to do this is one of us is going to get pick 1, one of us is going to get pick 2 and 3, and then we're just going to go down the starters and then the reserves, and then we're going to keep track, and then I'm going to post our teams side by side with each other. So we'll do rock, paper, scissors just to see who gets that first overall pick. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper. All right. So I'll take the first pick. I'll take who I think is going to win the MVP this year. I'll take the GOAT, LeBron James, number 23 in yellow. That is my first pick, Eric.
My first pick is going to be Kevin Durant, averaging 23, 5, and 7 right now. One of the greatest scorers in NBA history. He's also a captain, so I really wanted the first pick so I could, pair 2 players together. But it's all right. It's all right. I think my team's going to be better in the end anyway.
I'll say, so you have the third pick now. So who do you want as your third pick?
I have the third pick?
Yeah, because we're going to go first, and then the next player has 2 and 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. So I have Kevin Durant. Second pick, I'm going to pick Stephen Curry. Arguably the greatest point guard of all time. He's having a 2016-ish season this year. MVP candidate, number 2 in my race, in my mind. But yeah.
All right, with my second pick, I'm going to go with former. Wait, no, I'm going to go with second in my MVP race, Joel Embiid, the big man out of Philadelphia. He's having a fabulous year. The 76ers are first in East, and I really like him when it talks about the big man on this list.
It's not your turn again?
No, so now you got the 5th overall. So
my bad.
Who do you take with the 5th overall pick?
5th overall pick. I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is hard. I'm gonna go Giannis.
Giannis?
I'm gonna go Giannis. Yeah, I'm gonna go Giannis.
All right, this wasn't a hard choice for me then. My next pick, I'm going to go with former All-Star Game MVP Kyrie Irving, the point guard out of Brooklyn. He's been having an awesome year. I really like what them three are doing out in Brooklyn. I really think they have a very good shot at the finals if there is a banged up Lakers team they're going up against. So right now on the left is Bradley Beal, Luka, Jokic, and Kawhi Leonard.
Um. Man. I'm a, I'm gonna go with Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, I like that choice actually. I like that choice for you. I think Bradley Beal's a good player. I would say he's probably the best available. For my pick, since I already got a big man, I'm not going to go Jokic. I'm going to go Kawhi Leonard from Clippers. I think I'd have a pretty strong team with Kawhi playing as my 4, LeBron playing as my 3. So yeah.
Wait, so Luka and Nikola Jokic are left, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Nikola Jokic.
All right, that gives me Luka Doncic out of Dallas. All right, so for my starting lineup, I have Kyrie Irving as the 1, Luka Doncic as the 2, LeBron James as the 3, Kawhi Leonard as the 4, and my 5th, the 76ers big man, Joel Embiid. I'll say you can read off your starting 5.
For my starting 5, at the 1 we have Stephen Curry, the 2 Bradley Beal, the 3 KD, the 4 Giannis, and at the center position we have Nikola Jokic. We're not gonna have a lot of defense, but we're sure gonna have some offense.
Yeah, I was gonna say now we're gonna get into the reserve. So we're just gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're gonna have the first pick since I picked 10th in the list.
I think this is a no-brainer. I got James Harden.
I was gonna say that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I was gonna say I'm taking James Harden. If you gave me James Harden, I would have took him ahead of starters. All right, so I'm gonna do it. He's on a scoring tear this year. I'm gonna go Dame Dalla. That's who I'm gonna take as my first pick when we're talking about reserves. All right, so it's your pick. Who you?
I'm sorry, I keep getting confused.
Oh
with
no,
this.
you're good. So it's your pick. I was gonna say Harden and Dame are off the chart.
I need some defense. A lot of people don't like this player. I think he's one of the best players. I'm gonna take a jab and go with Ben Simmons.
I was gonna say I thought that's who you're hitting. I like Ben. Yeah. I'm a big Ben Simmons guy.
I'm
a
big.
A lot of hate.
Yeah, he gets a lot of hate. Because he's a shooter. Because he's not a shooter. Excuse me, but I don't think you have to be. Maybe people say you have to be a shooter. Because we're in the 3-point shot era. But I think I definitely need defense. Definitely need defense on this team.
I'm gonna go young. How you're going? And I'm gonna go Jason Tatum out of Boston. I like Tatum. I like his game. I think that the Boston's going through their season struggles right now, but I think that they're going to get back on track sooner before later.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jason Tatum's game. I really like that pick.
Yeah.
That was the, if you didn't take him, that was going to be a guy I was gonna go for. So my next pick, I have point guard. Gotta get a 3. He's having a good year, but his team's not. It might be I don't know if I should do this, but I'm gonna go with Zion. He's having a
this
pretty
early.
Good,
I like Zion. I like Zion, but this
it's
early.
It's too early, But I already picked him. His team's having a horrible year, but him as a player, he's averaging 25, 7, and 3. And he's a beast in the paint. So I mean, it's too early, but I'm gonna probably regret that. But I got Zion.
I'll say I got Dame and I got Jason Tatum, so I gotta go backcourt. Still stay in backcourt. I'm gonna go Paul George. I like Paul George.
Yeah, he's having a surprisingly really good year that nobody's really talking about due to his
It's
last
because of
season.
those struggles in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Definitely still need some defense. So might as well go with the man Rudy Gobert. He's not good. He's not that. He's not like a high volume scorer, but he's gonna give you great defense and he's gonna rebound the ball. So I'm gonna go with Rudy.
I'm a gay guy who I would feel confident guarding the 2 through 4 every night. I'm gonna stay in Boston. I'm gonna go Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Like you said, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown are having a pretty good season, but their team are
Yeah,
struggling.
I would say they're 15, 16, but I see them bouncing back. I don't know if they're gonna deal Kemba at the trade line or what they're gonna do.
I really think they should. I don't think Kimba's a good player at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he already went through his stride. We
So
got some good players. I'll say we got some good players still left on the list. We got Vucevic out of Orlando. We have Devin Booker out of Phoenix. We have Chris Paul out of Phoenix. We have the kid Julius Randle out of New York. And we have Donovan Mitchell, former teammates with your last pick, Rudy Gobert.
yeah. Good thing it's Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna take Donovan Mitchell.
You're gonna take Donovan Mitchell.
I'm gonna take D Mitch.
I'll say I like that pick. I think Donovan Mitchell's a really good player. Then we got Zach LaVine also. But I'm going to go with the kid from New York. I'm going to go Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle's having a great year. He's top 3 in the league in minutes played, right behind Van Fleet. He's second. So, yeah, I mean, I might be reaching for him, but that's my big man. I'm taking on my secondary squad.
That's a pretty good pick. I like everyone else in the world. I'm surprised with how Julius Randle's playing so good. Coming out this season. But for my pick, I'm gonna take somebody that nobody really talks about at all, Nikola Vucevic, Big Vooch. Averaging 24, 12, and 4 for Orlando. It's gonna be my 11th man on my team. Got both of the Nicolas.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vucevic is a very good player that a lot of people don't talk about. All right, so we got Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Zach LaVine left. I'm going to stick with the scoring. I'm going to go Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker is a really good player. I think he should have been in this year, not as an alternate. So we got Zach LaVine and Chris Paul left. So who are you giving me and who are you choosing? They're both really good players.
I got a I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan of Chris Paul. I would have loved to see him go to the Lakers, but I'm gonna have to go with Zach LaVine for this one.
You have to go Zach LaVine?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Zach LaVine. He's averaging, 29, 5, and 5. Pretty big numbers. Coming out year, I'm gonna definitely have to go with Zach.
I'll say so. I round out my lineup with Chris Paul. So all right, we'll just give our final rosters to the fans before we head out. I was gonna say I know it ain't a longer episode, but it was still a fun idea. We thought of it last night. So for my starting lineup, I have Kyrie as the 1, Luka as the 2, LeBron as a 3, Kawhi as a 4, and Joel Embiid as a 5. And then for my bench mob, I got Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, PG3, Paul George, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, Devin Booker, and I got Chris Paul.
All right, for my starting point guard position, I have Stephen Curry. My starting shooting guard is Bradley Beal. Small forward and power forward is Kevin Durant and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The center position, Nikola Jokic. And for my sixth man, I have James Harden. The rest of my bench is Ben Simmons, Zion Williamson, Rudy Gobert, D. Mitch, or other known as, um, oh dang, yeah, I'm gonna just say D. Mitch. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. I forgot his name for a minute, but Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine.
I would say, so who do you think when we talk about snubs in the All Star game? Who are you thinking? Whose name's coming up?
Actually, I had not a Twitter beef, but I had a Twitter conversation. I disagreed with someone's tweet. They said Trey Young was a big All Star sub, but when you always say somebody's a snub, who are you putting the person? Who are you taking out?
Yeah,
Instead of Trey Young.
that's a
Trey
big
Young.
yeah, that's a big thing that Kendrick Perkins tweeted out. He goes, "Who snubbed the All Star game?" He goes, "And tell them who you replacing him with."
Yeah, because like Trey Young, he's a good player. Like I've said plenty of times, I was really high on him. Starting out the season, I called him top 5 point guard. I was really hyping him up. He had that little slump, and his team I think is 13-18 at this point right now. And he doesn't play both sides of the ball. He's just a shooter. He is short, so I mean, I think the future's bright for him. But this year just wasn't an all-star year for me.
No, yeah, I get what you mean. I was gonna say I'm searching up some All Star snubs because I saw a roster. So here is this guy's biggest All Star snub, Clutch Points. Shout out Clutch Points. Go follow on Twitter. So Devin Booker, we both agree. I think Devin Booker should have been an All Star this year. So he's got Booker, Trey Young, uh, Sabonis, Bam Adebayo, Tobias Harris, DeMar DeRozan, Fred VanVleet, Westbrook, and Chris Middleton.
I think you could argue Chris Middleton was a big snub. Chris Middleton has had a pretty decent year this year. Better. I remember watching him play. I think they played the Magic. He was just on fire. I might be mistaken, but I think
No,
you could argue him being a big
I
snub.
wouldn't mind seeing Tobias Harris even in there. Tobias Harris has been having a really good year. Not a lot of people give him credit, but yeah, I don't think Trey Young should deserve it just because everyone expected him to take that jump, and the Hawks haven't been doing that good. Outside of Devin Booker, I see everyone right there, right where we are. I'm glad Julius Randle got in. I was really big on Julius Randle getting in for his first year. I was big on Jalen Brown getting in on his first year. You know what I mean? But yeah, when we're talking about the other guys on that list, I don't think they deserved it. Fred VanVleet's been having a good year, but Toronto's hasn't been where it's been at. How about Pascal Siakam going from a starter and not making it?
Uh,
I was gonna say he just took a downward. It seemed like people figured out how to
yeah.
guard him.
The bubble really started, like I say, players do have slumps, or maybe this might be a slump year or whatever, but the bubble, starting from the bubble to now, has really been rough for him. Like I think I saw him, he was playing the Blazers, I think, and he's doing, they've really figured out how to guard Pascal Siakam. To me right now, he's not really looking as an all-star. He wasn't even in my mind and thinking as an all-star. So he's really, really, went down in the past few months.
Yeah, so I was gonna say Sabonis, another guy who played in the All Star game last year that didn't get in.
Yeah,
Westbrook.
Sabonis might have been a snub.
Yeah, I like
Might have been a big
Sabonis
snub.
too, especially with Oladipo out and him keeping him in the top five. Um, Westbrook was in the All Star game last year, but still, this isn't the same Russell Westbrook that we saw last year in January, putting up 31, 9, and 8. You know what I mean? And just I don't know if I would put Chris Middleton in that snub race. Like we're calling him a snub, he might have been, but I would say any All Star comments going towards your way.
Yeah, I think you just brought it back to my mind. Just the Sabonis one was, because Sabonis has been playing pretty good for the Indiana Pacers. And like we said on my pod, if you haven't got the chance, go ahead and check it out. It all determines on how these players play after the All Star break. You either gonna see them, fail, rise to occasion, or you're gonna see them stay the same. So that's just all the comments that I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be really fun coming in because I think the league is the most balanced out it's been in a while, and it's almost as we talk about it's Brooklyn Nets or it's Lakers. It's about anyone's game about four deep in each conference. So I can't wait to watch after the All Star game, and that's really when guys are going to start playing meaningful in the regular season. We just talked about the Brooklyn Nets going on a scoring tear again last night, so I'm excited to see post All Star game, but I'm still excited for this All Star game in the scoring format. How you like the scoring format?
Is it the same as last
Yeah, the
year?
24. They got.
Ah, man, that was last year was just amazing.
Mm.
I think arguably last year is probably one of the best All-Star games ever. And it's coming off of the death of the late Kobe Bryant. I think I really liked how the NBA implemented him and his daughter into the All-Star game, and it really works. It really works. It really forces the competition in between both of the teams that are going against each other. But yeah,
Who won
I like it.
I'll say who won the All Star trophy here. I'm searching up who won the All Star League MVP last year.
I think it might have been Kawhi.
Now that you say that, yeah, I think it
Kawhi
was.
or Giannis.
I don't know why, but when you said Kawhi, I'm thinking, yeah, Kawhi Leonard was named the All Star MVP. Who do you think is going to win it this year? You got to make a bold prediction right now.
Uh, Bold prediction about who's gonna win. Bold prediction. I can probably say Steph. No, no, yeah, Steph. Maybe even Damian Lillard coming off the bench.
Really,
You
I was gonna
know,
say coming off your bench, I think James Harden's going to win it.
yeah, yeah, he could win it too.
There's about, I mean, when you're talking about Steph, Dame, and James Harden, those are guys who are lethal scorers. Beal's another one, Bradley Beal.
Yep.
And
How do
even
you
if Luka's feeling it, like Luka was last night against Boston, if Luka's feeling it, he could win it.
Speaking of Luka, how do you feel about him starting over Damian Lillard?
I think Damian Lillard should be starting. Even
Definitely,
Luka came out and said that he should be starting over, or he should be benched, and Damian Lillard should be starting. But
definitely.
yeah, I was gonna say I think Damian Lillard deserved a nod.
Yeah, this thing of Luca, he doesn't have that good of a 3-point shot. You could think he does. After that shot versus the Clippers last year. The shots last night that he took to take away the Celtics. But I think his 3-point percentage is in like the 30s,
Yeah, it's
something like that.
very inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent. You got to be consistent to be an all-star starter, and that's really messed up how he's not an all-star starter.
Yeah, wouldn't it be awesome if Devin Booker came out as an alternate and won the MVP? I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. But
Yeah,
the guy that I'm probably, I'm always rooting for my guy. I'm always
LeBron.
rooting
Oh, I wish,
for this
but
guy.
hopefully we get that league MVP.
I don't think
I could also see Kyrie winning his another All Star Game MVP.
probably
Kyrie's been
maybe.
put on a show, but I hope Harden's a
Yeah.
good. But all right, that's all we will have for our Crev's Corner. I with Eric, courtside talk with Eric, and yeah, we're heading out, guys.
See ya.